Am I the a-hole for kicking my brother out of my wedding for making my fiancé cry? Throw away because this is blowing up in my family and I don't want them finding this. My wedding was this past weekend, and I'm honestly still in shock over what happened. My fiancé, now wife, and I have been together for 7 years. We've gone through everything together, moving in, job losses, her battle with anxiety, everything. So our wedding day was supposed to be our day to finally celebrate all that, right? Well, it wasn't until my brother decided to ruin it. For context, my brother 3OM has always had a weird thing about pranks. He calls them jokes, but honestly, they've always been mean-spirited and embarrassing. Growing up, I'd laugh it off or get mad, and he'd say I was being too sensitive. But this time, it went way too far. During our reception, he got up to give a speech. I thought it would be nice, maybe he'd say something heartfelt for once, but no. Instead, he pulls out a slideshow of hilarious photos of my wife, old ones from her Instagram where she's crying, looking vulnerable, or just super unflattering. And he starts making jokes about her weight fluctuations, saying how she used to look like a twig when we first started dating and now she's more well-fed. My wife's face turned white, she started crying quietly, and my brother, he just kept going, laughing like he was the funniest guy on the planet. The whole room was dead silent. I saw red. I stood up, walked right over to him, and told him to leave right in the middle of his speech. I said he was done, and I didn't care if he was my brother. My wife was humiliated. He tried to brush it off, saying I was ruining the fun and that everyone else thought it was funny. No one laughed. Not one person. He refused to leave at first, so I told security to get him out. He stormed out, calling me a drama queen on the way out. Now, my parents are furious with me for embarrassing my brother at my own wedding. They think I overreacted, that I should have let it slide because he didn't mean it. My mom even said my wife was overreacting too and that this was all just part of his sense of humor. My wife hasn't stopped crying since. I told my family we're taking a break from them. But now my phone is blowing up with texts from my mom and dad saying I fractured the family and ruined my own wedding over a joke. I get that I blew up, but I couldn't stand seeing my wife so hurt. Did I go too far? Am I the a-hole?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole. You protected your wife from a cruel attack. Your brother's actions were unacceptable and your family's response is enabling his bad behavior. You did the right thing.
He didn't just humiliate her, he forever tarnished the memory of their wedding day. That is irreversible. If I was OP, I'd start planning vow renewal for their first anniversary with the people who actually love them. No brother and no parents. Ask someone you trust to give an anti-brother speech about how wonderful OP's wife is so she'll have something to quash the old memory with. Never speak to brother again, and parents need to grovel before they get any contact at all.
Exactly. The brother is a simple as that. The parents clearly have never disciplined the brother for being a either, so he's probably grown up thinking his behavior is normal. What an a-hole, him and the parents. Not the a-hole.